you do that slowly? Now relax. Relax your jaw.
Computers have been used in medicine for a long time. But here in University College Hospital, they're developing a new and unusual application. This patient has a badly formed jaw, which is going to be corrected by surgery.
Which part of your face do you think is wrong?
Upper jaw, I think.
Okay.
This is the original tracing of the X-ray.
We can see a small upper jaw, a relatively large lower jaw.
The medical team use X-rays to work out how much to move the bones and predict what the patient is going to look like.
Downwards and forwards, that lip will unfold,
yes,
and we'll have quite a nice long lip. This is what's happened. This red outline is where the lower jaw will be in relation to the new position of the upper jaw, which is the...
This procedure is very difficult because a face is a three-dimensional object and the X-ray is only a flat representation. Nearby at the Slade School of Art, a powerful mini-computer will soon help this process. From this demonstration head with a real skull inside, a model is produced by the computer which uses data taken from these special X-ray pictures. Real patients will be scanned by harmless beams of light. Even using a relatively large computer, this picture takes a long time to draw. The machine has to work out which pieces can be seen and which are hidden from view. It uses triangles to make up the complicated picture of the head. If we enlarge the picture, we can eventually see the smallest point the computer can control. This is called a pixel. The color and brightness of each pixel can be individually controlled. An enormous amount of information is displayed on the screen, making the picture look surprisingly real. Because a complete model of the head is contained in the computer's memory, we can choose to view it from any angle. Eventually, the medical team will use this system to carry out trial operations and show patients what they're going to look like before they enter a real operating theatre. Well, the design for that head was created using a fairly large computer. But today, even the humblest personal micro is capable of displaying graphics. In other words, pictures. And many of the principles are the same. But even if you look at a single character on the screen, it's made up of lots of dots or pixels. Here's a magnified view, and you can see the dots. In a way, characters are pictures themselves. To help me look at the principles behind the different ways that different micros handle graphics, I've got John Cole, who's a wide experience in graphics. There are two ways in which this handles graphics, aren't there?
That's right. The graphics can be displayed either as characters or in high-resolution graphics. First of all, let me explain a bit about the character graphics. I've got a model here which represents part of the screen, and the screen is split up into 40 columns across and 25 columns down. And into each position, you can place a character. I've got a pack of cards, and those represent the characters that are available on this micro. There are, in fact, 256 different characters. We've got characters like, you'll be surprised to know, M, A, C, and all the uppercase letters, all the lowercase letters, and some punctuation marks, things like that. And as well as those defined characters, we've got 128 spare spaces which are actually undefined. Now, each character has got a code, and in fact, small a is code 97. That's known as the ASCII code of lowercase a.
That's the American standard code for information interchange.
That's right.
I remembered it.
Very good. Yes, all computers really use the ASCII code. It's understood that 97 represents a small a by virtually every computer.
And we can show it on the machine.
That's right. We can ask the computer to print out CHR $97, and it knows that that's a small a.
That's asking to print the character whose ASCII code is 97.
That's right.
And it's the same as saying print, in inverted commas, small a.
That's right, exactly. Print, inverted commas, small a, close inverted commas, and it has exactly the same effect. The computer understands that 97 is small a.
So that top instruction really enables us to print characters that we haven't got on the keyboard itself.
That's right. I've got a program in here which shows quite a lot of the ASCII character set spread out. There are a set of numbers and a set of characters. The numbers on the left are the ASCII codes, and next to each ASCII code is the letter or the character that code stands for.
Yeah, I can see the A up there on the top of the screen.
That's right, 97. Let's have a look at that on the enlarged grid. That's now plotting the pattern of pixels that correspond to the letter A, and you'll see that there are 8 points across and 8 points down. A total of 64 pixels are used to make up that lowercase a.
So if you wanted to use one of your blank cards, how would you design something on a blank card?
Well, we can use this program to do so. Let's move up to the ASCII codes which are blank. That's above 128. You can see none of them are defined at all at the moment.
That's not the same in all micros, though, is it?
That's right. Some micros, the things are already defined. Some of our cards on our micro are blank, got nothing on them at all. But I've got here some other shapes, and for example, on the PET and other computers, there's some predefined shapes like a triangle or a striped line or a diamond shape, and those are placed in ASCII codes above 128. On ours, codes above 128 are completely blank. In fact, I've got here a defined shape of a little man, which we could program into one of the characters. So let's do that into character 230, for example. Clear it, select character 230, and now it's ready to let me copy the dots from the card into the computer. So I'll move a little cursor across, and we want that pixel illuminated, and that one, and that one. Down to the next line, and this is part of his head. I can just turn the pixel on by pressing the space bar.
That's a special program that's been written for us. If you had to do it yourself, you could do it yourself, but it would be rather more tricky.
Yes, indeed. It's useful to have a program to be able to do it.
Yes.
Right, a bit of body in there. So what we're doing is creating character 230, storing it in the computer's memory, and the computer, when I finish this, will know that character 230, ASCII code 230, is to be that shape, that image, that character.
So we can use the print CHRS, CHR dollar.
That's right.
We'll do it.
Clear the screen and tell the computer to print CHR dollar 230. There it is.
There's the little man. Well, can we move into the middle of the screen?
Yes, you can print the character anywhere you like on the screen, and there's a quite simple command: print tab. Now, tab is the command which says where you want it, and the screen, as you remember, is 40 positions across. So if we want to print something roughly in the middle line of the screen, we have to say 20 positions across. And then we have to tell it how far down. Let's say go 16 lines down. And that's given the position. Now we have to say what character we want to print. Again, 230, the little man.
Oh, there it is
There he
again.
appears. That's right. Well, it's a bit boring stuck there in one place. I can actually write a little program to print him all over the screen.